Okay, I'm recording now, so
What are we going to talk about?
it's a special day.
It is a special day,
It is Father's Day.
especially in Peekskill, New York, because I'm a father.
Yes.
You are.
Yes, you
And
are.
I'm not Chaz's father. So everyone that keeps on saying,
Where the fuck you go?
I don't know, everyone that keeps on telling that Chaz,
No, we had
no.
a long conversation recently.
Chaz is not my son.
You guys.
I have Michaela and
when I
Megan.
said it came down to respect, you and Chaz have respect for each other,
That's right.
and they all understand that.
No, they don't. They're all
No,
a-holes.
they do. They do.
All right. Anyways, happy Father's Day. Fuck it.
We're hanging out. We're making hits. We're drinking drinks. We're doing darts. You know we're talking sports. Right, Ryan, Phil, Jack.
Hey, what's up, guys? Peekskillmugs is back. I'm sorry we did not give a heads up about us doing a show, but it's Father's Day, and the only father on the scene, this guy that we know about.
Thank God for that, huh?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's like millions and millions of dollars.
I guarantee your little spermlets are somewhere in Alabama.
Talk about dodging a bullet.
Spur of the moment.
Yes.
God damn.
Did you ever do 24andMe?
No,
Don't, because you definitely have kids somewhere.
I don't, ladies.
All
Unless
right.
you're watching. He looks
Like I said,
me,
have you ever done
maybe.
24andMe?
Oh God.
That's when you find out
So
that you have a daughter.
this is
or a
how
son.
the show is starting. Like this is all about Father's Day. TW and I are not fathers, like we said. We don't know.
No.
Jack has two amazing daughters, and they're both getting married. One's getting married next week, right?
On June 22nd, Megan out in Colorado Springs.
That's awesome.
Yep. Congratulations,
Megan.
Megan and son.
We love you. That's
Love
awesome.
them.
Yeah.
Yep. We
So
fought-
I
we-
got to cut the lawn in the morning.
No, I'm
walk
gonna
the
I'm gonna
dogs?
I'm gonna cut the lawn tomorrow. You just have to feed my dogs and
I
make
got to
sure.
walk Chaz.
Yeah, and make sure they don't die. No, you and Chaz are the fucking best, dude. When we go away, you two take over as dog walkers, dog feeders.
You guys can tell, like watching us, 114 episodes. Oh, by the way, we're on YouTube, Peekskillmugs, and what's the other one?
No, you're-
Instagram.
Instagram.
You're doing it right.
Yeah,
Like and subscribe.
yeah.
That's right. Definitely.
They,
and
they
if you
never
haven't
listen
already-
to us though, T-Dubs.
No, they do.
even if you don't like this episode, give us 5 stars.
Give us a finger.
Give us anything.
Say stop your show and
Cut the
we'll
shit.
do it.
Say cut the shit.
All right,
You know who I want to hear from? I want to hear from the Staten Island crew. That's who I want to fucking hear from. Love those guys. Hopefully you guys are still watching these episodes. And if you are, fucking comment. Do
Absolutely.
something.
Tell us we suck.
That's right.
I like that.
I love-
Any
I- I lo-
publicity
I lo-
is good.
I love
publicity.
constructive criticism.
Me too.
Is
but
it
we
really
don't- but we don't
constructive, though?
suck.
You suck.
Yes.
Yeah, you suck.
Yes. It makes you
What do you
wake up the next
construct out
day
of
and
that?
what?
What do you get struck out of that? You guys suck.
Do better next
You,
time.
you know what's funny? I've been all around the country, and people that watch the show actually come up and say, you're part of the Peekskillmugs. I love that show.
No shit.
Yes. Yep. It's happened all over the country.
No one's ever
All
said
over.
that to me.
You haven't left 105.66 in
yeah.
like me in fucking
You're not
22
wrong.
months.
Since it's been a minute. Fuck.
Yeah, you
Got you there, buddy.
You got to leave the zip code once in a while.
I used to do that. I used to write a column, sports column, fantasy football, and I would go to airports. I'd fly around the country to go to games, whatever, and I would leave my column open and with my face on it and my name, Birmingham News. I'd leave it in the airport.
Oh, that was
Free
actually
advertising.
genius.
Yeah, well, then I got fired. So
Well,
You got fired from that job?
no, I left.
he kind of did what
I got fired from my divorce.
You know what happened?
Fair.
Your job and my job ended the same way. They got rid of our department.
Yeah, got rid of the department.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Yeah, which is fine. 33 fucking years was long
No,
enough.
you had a run, man. That's
Dude, 33
insane.
years bartending in Grand Central?
So
That's
basically, Jack is sitting there. He sees a guy 14, 15 line back, and he's like, I know this guy.
Boom.
And he had it ready.
You know, it's one of a classic story. It's actually one of our friends, Larry Kenny, who might be on the show sooner or later.
Come
but
on,
Larry,
Larry.
Larry Kenny was about 5 people deep on the line in my bar, and I happened to have one of these big old fucking cold sores on my lip.
So you had herpes.
Basically, yes. And Larry Kenny screams out as loud as he can, "Hey, Jack, can you make me a drink without touching anything? And what the fuck is on your lip?"
Count
For
Chocula.
people who don't know, for people who don't know who Larry Kenny is, he was one of my childhood heroes. He was the voice of Lion-O in Thundercats, also the voice of Count Chocula and Sonny the
Cuckoo for Cocoa.
the cuckoo bird
Wait,
from Cocoa Puffs.
What episode was that when you guys talked to him? I
We
wasn't. I was
didn't.
there.
That was one of the lost
Oh,
episodes.
okay,
It was
okay.
technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's coming up soon.
But we're going to try again. And June 29th and 30th in White Plains at the Westchester County Center. Larry Kenny will be there. He's signing autographs. He'll be there all day. Jack and I are going to try and go down on Sunday to see him.
Isn't
And,
Craig coming with us?
I hope Craig comes with us.
I'm driving.
I don't.
I'm not going.
We're
TW,
going.
we're going.
We're
TW's
going.
driving.
We're fucking
Is the
going.
heat going to be on in your car?
Probably.
Then I ain't going. Oh, man. So today, it's Father's Day.
It is.
You know what? I kind of like that. I'm not a father. I was married once, divorced, no kids. TW might have children.
No.
around.
I drove them all straight to the clinic.
Like we
Yes.
said, he has 2 of them. And so what other things should we talk about other than
Well,
Father's Day
we all watch.
topics?
Well, we all watch TV. We all watch movies,
Sure.
and most TV sitcoms have dads.
Oh, many do.
Yep.
Many
There
do.
were a lot of families on family
Oh, wait.
sitcoms.
Sure.
I'm thinking we should do for our Mount Rushmore. I'm thinking we should do our 4 favorite or whatever kind of dads from TV or movies.
I love how you set this up like spontaneous,
Yeah.
as if we didn't take notes already.
Right. I'm pulling out.
But important note: we did
Oh
not
my
share
God.
notes.
We did
away.
not.
We did not. We never share notes when it
Nope.
comes to our top 4 Mount
Oh,
Rushmore.
I lost my notes. I lost
right.
my notes.
We're gonna have some.
All
I'm
right,
telling
then.
you.
You want me to go first, or
Yeah. Break
Se-
the ice.
yeah, I segue right into
It's a good segue.
my 4 favorite TV dads are number 4, Al Bundy
Fantastic.
from
Did
Married
you know
with
Kenny Haskins is wearing an Al Bundy T-shirt right now
Polk
from
High.
Polk High.
Really?
And I try to get him out here, and he's like, man,
What a
Kenny, what a loser.
Uncle
Loser.
Timmy's favorite show, also.
yeah. That was one of my favorite.
Fantastic.
So
And
I
that's
was-
a great pick.
All right,
I know I was
you
a
know
little
what?
old,
He was
but
on my list.
Christina Applegate, she was pretty sexy back then.
All right, we're talking about Al Bundy, the
I
weirdo.
know, but she was part of the show.
So why Al Bundy?
all right, here's
I'm going to tell you my Al Bundy.
All right.
That's why he's
here's
on my
here's
list.
my story about Al Bundy. His actual real name was Ed O'Neill, and he actually played for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1969. He was on the practice squad. He made the NFL. Ed O'Neill,
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
But who he got beat out by? Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you're on the practice squad and you're hanging out with
Then
Mean
you
Joe
got to
Green.
hang out
And-
with
And now so-
Bud Bundy.
Yeah, so you go from the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers to a fucking shoe salesman.
Well,
Great.
That's why.
Looking up fucking
That's why I
people's
love
skirts.
him. That's why I love him
Me
because
too.
he sold
Sold.
women's shoes. His wife didn't work, and he kept the house together.
They had the fact
yes.
that they had a house.
Yes, but he kept on handing out money, whatever, to those
That
little
would-
those little friggin' kids.
Love and Barons.
It would not work in today's economy.
No.
No,
Oh, you
not
know
even
what?
close.
Speaking of not working in today's economy, my second would be Archie Bunker. That show cannot be seen today. I love Archie Bunker. He's the TV dad of Gloria, who is married to the fucking Pollock. Right?
Hey, And that's why you say that. Bartender Jen Hort, amazing. She said, well, he's the best father-in-law. Maybe
Yes.
not father.
Probably not father. But Sally Struthers played Gloria. She's actually on Yellowstone right now. When's that show coming back? She's old, though, right now.
I
It's gotta be
reckon.
70s.
Yeah.
70s.
But you definitely cannot do
I
Archie Bunker
reckon.
today, I don't think. Not without,
You could.
I guess.
You just.
I think them and the Jeffersons and maybe, what was the Red Fox, Sanford and Son?
Yeah.
I just don't think they'll fly in today's
They should be.
world.
Those shows
Do
should
you know
be taught in
Red
school.
Fox was freaking our age? Well, maybe not yours.
Well,
But
when he was doing the
50
show.
years old. He was 6 years older than Lamont
Wow.
doing that show.
Get
How-
out of here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He was my age, 49.
Yep.
Or,
Get the fuck. He looked
You know-
like shit then.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Well, I think it might have been all makeup, though, too. Speaking of
They
age,
didn't have makeup.
how old was Mike Brady? Because that's my number 3, is Mike Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Was he old enough to hang out with Peter Brady?
Probably. Well, you know what? He was classified as the perfect dad, perfect husband, but in real life, he was fucking Peter Brady, basically, because when he died at the age of 59,
Brady
well,
was
this is what I'm
banging
saying.
his wife.
In 1992, he died at 59.
He was 59.
Yes. So how old was he in the 70s? He was like 29, whatever,
In the 40s?
right? Because the show was in the 70s.
Jack was not a math teacher.
I don't know numbers good.
So he was like 39.
grammar.
He was like 39 years old as Mr. Brady.
Yeah, no, he was definitely not hanging out with Marcia Brady.
Yes.
And he had a son who was banging his wife.
Yes.
So
It was-
maybe he's the
you know
worst
what?
dad.
Maybe what? Yeah, maybe that maybe, yeah, maybe that show, The Brady Bunch, wasn't all that good.
Peter Brady.
But you know what? I did like Mike Brady though. He was fun to watch.
He was a good father.
Yeah.
He was a good father. Speaking of good fathers,
you know what? When he gave over his office to Greg Brady,
Yes.
he put the beads up.
Yep.
The disc wasn't there a disco
Yeah,
ball
disco.
on there
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Remember that
yeah,
shit?
Yeah,
Who-
yeah.
Who
Maybe
who
he
was the maid? Alice, right?
Alice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of getting meat, Alice was getting meat because
Sam.
Sam the butcher.
He
You
used
know-
to deliver the meat.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
I watched
did.
that. He was 43 years old, I think.
That's crazy.
He was in his 40s when he was playing that role.
And how old was
I'm gonna
Alice?
die soon. I think I'm.
Not old enough to take the meat. She took the meat.
She did take the meat.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting
And my
kids.
number 1?
Jesus, you're old. You got to take 3?
Yes. My number 1 is Ward Cleaver.
Fucking, we called it.
Fucking Beaver
Sorry
and
if the
Wally's
microphone-
Pop.
I'm sorry if the microphone.
Oh,
clipped
that's
there,
all right.
folks.
But Wally and Beaver's Pop.
He fucking called it.
He was a typical 1950s, 1960s dad.
Time to change.
But I know, but you know what? Every once in a while, he had to fucking discipline the Beaver and send him to bed.
Here's one of his jokes. If
And-
you didn't know, Jack's
Yeah,
joke
but
is coming
what
up.
was the wife's name? Mrs. Cleaver. That's a beautiful dress, Mrs. Cleaver. That was Eddie Haskell.
That was Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
Eddie
No,
Haskell
sure.
was a fucking creep.
I still.
Oh, yeah.
I was. It's
He
beyond.
still is.
It's beyond my time, but I did grow up with reruns. So
Yeah. Like
rerun from what's
rerun?
happening.
Really? Wow.
Damn it, Tito.
Nice.
You gotta be fast, motherfucker.
That's right. All right. So Mrs. Cleaver, after they get in bed, which they actually showed,
I thought they had separate beds.
they did have separate
Yes.
beds.
Push them together.
They did, but
Yes.
well, obviously because Mrs. June Cleaver actually said, "Ward, you were pretty rough on the Beaver last night."
Yeah.
Christ. Can
And
we
that's-
move on?
Yeah, that's all I got. Do you have your notes?
Let me just go. You know what? Let me go.
I got my notes.
What do you want there? Should I go?
Oh, I got another one. You're an asshole.
There you go. TW, you're up to bat.
All right. I'm gonna try to just make this as brief as
Bring it,
I
bring
got-
it back
I-
down.
I got
Bring it back
some-
down to normality.
All right, it's
All
kind of.
right.
I gotta kind of read them. So sorry. All right, so it's like we tried to pick our top 4, right? Thank you. Yeah, I could actually use those. Shit. Fuck
They're a
you.
little
Fucking
dirty, but
idiots.
well, you know.
Fuck
Jesus,
yeah, they
you
are.
look like my I won't say it.
Dead
Well,
grandfather.
apparently I'm older than fucking Sam the Butcher and the goddamn Brady Bunch. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you are.
whatever.
Yes.
We all are.
Don't get too
You're
attached,
the youngest
ladies.
one here.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fucking.
Has nothing to do with this.
Jax could be his fucking father. That's how young he was.
So all right, so like
Probably.
I tried to do the top 4, and I listed them in order, but the way it turned out, it's like I kind of got to pair them off because if you get one, you'll obviously get the other one. But I'll just jump right in. Number 4, Gomez Adams
Oh, absolutely.
from the Adams family, and you know,
Can you explain that one? Why he's so good?
you know why? Because he was a loving, caring father, unbiased, always supportive.
But he made everyone
Clearly-
else.
And had a
Feared.
He,
Well, he creeped everybody out, but I mean,
but he was a great dancer.
he was a great dancer. He loved his wife. He had a
He
passionate,
did. Morticia,
romantic,
right?
Yep. And I mean, the fact that they only had 2 kids is like kind of what blows me away.
What was
'cause
their
it's
kid's
like
name? Wednesday
Wednesday and Pugsley.
Pugsley.
and Pugsley. Was Wednesday real name Tuesday Weld? Did Tuesday Weld play Wednesday?
I'd
Where's
have to
that
look
mic?
that up.
I
I didn't
cut
look
it up.
that part up. I don't know.
I don't know.
But so Gomez Adams, yeah, and I mean it's like,
No, that's a great pick.
I'm not gonna take that one.
and so right ahead of that, I got to go with Herman Munster.
That's why I left him alone because I knew you were going to take him.
It was what I was like. I mean, like you talk about
Dude.
like a lovable, goofy dad. You know, he's like he reminds me of my dad. You know, and he had a great setup because it's like if you think about it, like they had like this big fucking haunted mansion. Lily Munster's dad owned that shit.
Wow.
Like it's like really like a.
Oh, that
perfect
was
it's-
Grandpa Munster.
Yeah, Grandpa Munster was Lily's
He owned
dad.
that.
That was Al Lewis.
Grandpa, he lived in the island. What's the island? Next to Manhattan. That
Stat-
little small
Rikers?
That small island.
Staten.
59th Street.
Madagascar.
Anyway,
I don't know.
We're from New York. Okay. TW.
Anyway, no, he just
I'm gonna come over.
he had a sweet setup, you know, because
Al Lewis.
Al Lewis. Yep.
Was he a dick in real life?
No, he
No,
was like
they
super.
said he was fucking
Was he?
amazing.
Okay,
Yeah, he was
so he's
awesome.
super amazing.
Oh my god!
All
I
right.
said
Yeah.
F-bomb. Sorry, that's the first
Yeah.
one.
Say fuck.
Sorry, Donna from Florida. I said the word fuck again.
No,
I'll
I
pay.
did.
I'll
I
pay.
did.
I'll
I
pay
did.
you all the $5 that I owe you up in seconds.
Jack will pay me, then I'll send it to you on Venmo.
So I gotta give props to Herman Munster. Just a big, lovable, goofy dad like
And he
mine.
was.
And he was. All right, now the next 2. Okay.
Oh boy.
I gotta go from. We're gonna do some network sitcoms.
That's fine.
I'm going with from the television show Webster. George, I told you we were going to have some repeats. George Papadopoulos, played by Alex Karras.
Well, you guys watch the same TV shows, same
But
movies.
I'm 5-6 years older than him. He shouldn't be seeing these shows.
I saw
I should be.
they were too bad for kids.
Yeah, right. All right. So what was the show
no, and
again?
I took some
Webster.
notes.
Webster's older than.
Webster. No,
Isn't
hang
that
on.
your middle name?
My middle name is Webster. In fact,
Family name. My dad,
Yes.
my grandpa is Webster.
that's
too.
how we found out we were related.
So
True story.
you're like a short little black kid.
Yes. And here's what I'm getting at. Okay, here's what you'll see the connection. All right.
I will.
So in ABC, the television show Webster was broadcast on ABC. It started in 1983. So I was plenty old enough to grow up with Webster.
Oh,
You know, I
absolutely.
was 4 years old. He was probably 14, probably the same height as me, right?
Absolutely.
And Webster, I think, was the
But he
answer.
was 60 when
He's
you
like-
were 14.
Yes.
Who, Webster?
So Emmanuel Lewis. Yes.
God rest his
And
soul.
I mean,
No.
look.
It's Gary Coleman. Oh
No,
my
we're getting to that. We're getting to that.
Sorry.
And that's where my number 1 comes in.
Oh God.
Never
because
mind.
my
I'm not
number
gonna
one-
say
I'm
it.
gonna shut up. I'm shutting up. I'm just gonna
My
let him talk. I'm
number
Gary
one.
Coleman, Webster, whatever.
My number 1 TV dad of all time is none other than Philip Drummond, who was the
Gary
the star, the Conrad.
Conrad Baines.
Conrad Bain. He was the patriarch of the Different Strokes family
Oh.
on NBC,
That's
which
right.
aired from 1978 to 1985. And then again for a year on ABC for like 1 year. That was
That's
really,
where Gary
Can't
Coleman
miss.
came
Good.
from.
Can't miss.
That's where Gary Coleman died. I think on ABC. Was
Didn't that
one episode he was standing on the ledge when Ed Too Tall Jones from Dallas Cowboys, defensive end, doing a magic show, and Gary went out and he was standing on the ledge of the
apartment building?
maybe like 70 floors up because that's where Mr. Drummond lived, and that's how Gary died. He fell off a fucking ledge.
it's fucked up.
In real life?
Let him go. Yeah.
No, he. But then no.
Sorry,
that's-
I just wanted
so
a
those,
side note.
Those are my four: Gomez Adams, Herman Munster, George
Gomez
Papadopoulos, and Philip Drummond. We love you.
What about Gomez Adams raising this family, this weird ass fucking family,
Da 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 da.
in a
Da, da,
regular
da, da.
neighborhood?
That was the whole gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't weird to them.
They weren't weird.
It was about celebrating differences.
The rest of the neighbors were weird. They weren't.
Exactly.
What's up, Bray?
That's what I'm thinking.
Bray, you want to go on TV? Tell us your four favorite. No.
Hell no.
All right. I think I have four.
Do you?
You guys fucking crush me though, because I wrote down like 15 of these people, and TW and I always think alike. We always have the same things going on, and
Hence
It
why
was,
you're.
it was the same
hence
shit
why
on
you-
the TV.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it was.
Hence why you're cousins too. All right, go ahead. You want my glasses too?
Webster. God dang it. We're gonna start with John Stamos from Full House. He wasn't the dad,
But did he have a kid on the show?
but he was
Go ahead.
later in life. He was a dad.
Oh, eventually he did, right? Didn't he bang up that hot broad?
See, I'm
What,
getting
from
a
the
little
show?
weird in this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I guess.
Just-
I don't know.
Sorry, I tried to make it a little creepy.
No,
But
he
I
was the
knew
cool
what
dude.
we
He was
were
a cool
gonna talk
fucking
about.
uncle, Uncle
Yeah,
Jesse.
until he.
Have mercy. Come on.
Until he slept with.
I can't even read my own fucking.
These help a lot
Yeah.
when you get older.
Oh, here's one. It's a movie. Can I do a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. It's our show.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fantastic. That's actually, you know what? That's actually great.
Did Mrs. Doubtfire have a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he dressed up like a woman,
So that he would be able to see them.
That's right.
and then
He was a great dad.
Then he
The
pulled that
mother
shit
was
off.
a-
and it was amazing.
Robin Williams,
the
right?
mother was a bitch. That's-
Sally Field.
Dude, I love Sally
I
Field.
bet
but-
Sally Field's not a bitch in real life.
No, I love Sally Field. But she played a bitch, and I mean, are you kidding me? Come on, they come home. There's a party.
Of course.
there's a
wouldn't-
goat.
I would.
There's a
goat.
goat.
How do you get mad?
Goat.
Like you're divorced because you're like
Not
having
greatest of all time.
You're-
just
you're-
a
you're-
goat.
a real goat.
you're showing our kids like the best day in their life, and she comes home and she's pissed off. Fuck you.
Thank God today's not Mother's Day.
Yeah, right.
Later, brother.
I can't even read. what I'm
You
saying.
need help?
Oh. Here's one. Alf's. You guys remember the show Alf?
Elf?
That guy?
Elf?
Willie
Willie Tanner.
Tanner.
I never seen that show.
You never saw Alf?
You
No.
never saw Alf.
What the fuck is wrong
So,
with you?
what year
It was
was
a-
it?
80, late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he brought in.
I was being an adult.
Yeah, well, you're like 30 years old, so whatever.
Good point.
He brought this Alf in alien life form, and they protected him. Alf ate cats.
Did he?
Yeah.
So Elf liked pussy.
So
That's
he-
awesome. What's wrong with that?
So he had this alien life form, Alf, in his house, and he didn't tell the authorities. And he had kids doing all this shit. The kids didn't tell anybody because the dad said, if you tell someone anything, I'm going to fucking beat you
I don't
to
think
death.
he said that, but
No, that's why he's on my bad list. Oh, I said best ads. I meant worst ads.
Yep.
Um,
What's
and
your
then
fourth? Or are you going to continue with Elf?
I could go on for Alf
Is
for a
it
long time.
Elf or Elf?
Alf.
Like with a A.
A.
So it's Elf.
Not if you
Listen, I have dyslexia. So
Dyslexia.
I do. I have dyslexia. Sometimes I mix up words.
You know what? I'm sorry. Cheers.
It happens. Cheers.
Cheers, fellas. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Happy
Day.
Father's Day to Jack.
And-
TW and I, we don't have kids that we know of.
Thank fucking Christ.
I got to get one more.
Yeah,
out
but a
of-
lot of our viewers do. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
If you do, God bless.
Go ahead.
Oh, Mike Brady.
I already chose
You
him.
got him too.
Wait, you said that? That's
Oh
great.
God, I knew you weren't listening. Holy fuck.
Definitely not
He
listening.
was sleeping with Peter Brady and he died at the age of 59 and he was HIV positive.
He was sleeping with Peter
He
Brady?
was not sleeping with Peter
Greg
Brady.
Brady.
Oh, Greg Brady.
Peter Brady was banging the hottest chick
No.
on the face of the planet.
Who?
Not at the time.
Jan.
Later in life.
Jan.
Oh, they had that.
The show.
Yeah.
Adrian Curry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Damn it.
All right, so you can't pick Mike Brady.
Well, you can.
You can,
I
but
can't read my own handwriting, so I ain't.
hence
gonna
why.
know it
Hence
is.
why. Hence why you can't.
Hence why the show was over. Jack, give a joke.
And don't forget, you still got your this
I
day in
know.
history thing.
Oh,
and
oh,
you're,
shit.
You're in your 4.
Was that your 4 or are you done?
When you can read this fucking thing,
Jesus
yeah.
Well,
Christ.
how about Mr. Cunningham from Happy Days?
Oh, God dang it. He was the worst, by the way. He let Richie Cunningham, who had potential,
Opie.
then he let him hang out with Ralph Malph and who's the other guy?
Potsy.
Potsy.
Those fuck ups.
His daughter was a whore. And
She was
then
fucking
you had-
Chachi, right?
yeah, they had their own show.
Joni
and then
loved
they had
Chachi.
She did.
Fonzie. Fonzie came and hung out with these high school kids.
That's weird.
That's weird.
And Mr. Cunningham.
There's no freaking way. Like, Cunningham was like, "Ooh, we're all good.
Yeah,
You had Potsy, Ralph Malph, whatever.
Richie,
I-
Fonzie,
Yeah.
Joni the Slut.
Didn't they let
Chachi.
fucking Fonzie live in the garage or some shit for a
He
minute?
lived-
They
Yeah.
did. They did.
But he would show up at like Al's or Arnold's.
Arnold's.
And he would hang out with 16, 17-year-olds, and this guy's like 25.
Yeah, he was a
Henry
fucking-
Winkler.
He was a fucking
Henry-
pederast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He was
that-
just at the JV Mall a couple months
Henry
ago. signing
Winkler was?
Oh,
autographs.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So I think Richie Cunningham's dad is fucking. He sucks. So I went 3-1.
All
All right,
right.
that's
I'm
not
not
bad.
sure what I did. I don't.
But,
listen
you know-
to
And now
I
for
don't
this
listen
day
to
in
myself.
sports history.
Yes, we're gonna carry right on, and actually, we're gonna get this episode up today because TW's the fucking best, and today is June. Well, maybe. Never mind. We're gonna get it up today.
What day is it?
I'm
June,
not getting it up.
June 16th.
Huh?
June 16th.
Okay.
1883
Christ Almighty.
was the very first Ladies' Day in baseball. The New York Gothams beat the Cleveland Blues at the Polo Grounds. They had a Ladies' Day on Father's Day.
What do you mean? Like they
Like-
they
like-
let him play or just let
No,
him
no, they let them in free, so they didn't have to spend the dime to get into the Polo Grounds in 1883.
A dime in 1883 is like 200
All right.
bucks.
June 16th, 1951, Ben Hogan wins his second U.S. Open, which is on right now, and I'm thinking Bryson DeChambeau is going to win this year. All right. June 16th, 1977, Ron Guidry of the New York Yankees, his first complete game
Louisiana Lightning.
over the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. 77.
Yep. And you know what? Speaking of Kansas City, I have a little bit of NFL talk. In 81 days, the opening night, which is a Thursday night, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. So on the very first week of the NFL, in 81 days, we get to start watching Taylor Swift again. Fucking yippee.
All right.
On the very first week.
You think she's actually going to lead off
Oh, definitely.
Monday Night Football?
Her
or
and
Thursday night with the show?
Her and Kelsey. She won't lead off, but she's going to be up in that fucking box, fucking doing that fucking dance, and the Kansas City's going to win, and they're going to move on to win the fucking Super Bowl again because they fucking cheat.
Look, you know,
Plain and simple. Kansas, they get. I've watched the films on fucking Instagram. Kansas City is guaranteed to win
when
again.
you said cheat, we're all young men.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
not.
Some of
I'm
us.
older than Sam the Butcher.
You're the youngest
Yeah,
one
you
here,
are.
Sam the Sam the Butcher is younger than you, motherfucker.
Should we
He
land?
was delivering meat at 33 years old.
Yeah, to Alice,
Yeah.
who was 33 as well. As she watched fucking Mr. Brady sleep with Peter
Is that your
or Bobby. No, I just want to do a couple shots out once again to the Staten Island crew.
Absolutely.
Gotta love those guys. I hope you guys are still watching. Tina from New Mexico, love you.
Gary
Kate,
from Guam.
Gary
Dawn,
from Guam.
Dawn.
Kate from Florida. Dawn
Dawn.
from upstate New York.
Look at this car coming in.
Cindy from Texas. It's your move in our chess game.
Ooh.
Make a move. And
You guys play chess. We play checkers.
Yep. But it is Father's Day, right?
It is.
I was looking up dad jokes, and there's some that you're not supposed to tell your kids. But when two people have sex, it's called a twosome. When three people have sex, it's called a threesome. Now I know why they call you handsome.
And on that, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.